here to shoot more threes. You guys put up 51 of them tonight, but obviously they weren't falling the same way in the second half as they were in the first half. So how do you balance the desire to shoot more threes with just needing to get some easy shots to see the ball start going in again?
I don't think offense was the problem. We do a better job of getting stops and give up so many points in the third and fourth quarter. It doesn't matter if we shoot 63s. But I think since we lost, it's more magnified. I think we had some good looks. I had some good looks coming off the screens. I think the emphasis is to shoot more threes, but it's quality threes. And I think we had some quality looks tonight. We just didn't make them. We made them earlier in the game and didn't make them late. And I think it was compounded with us not getting stops. Look at the last few possessions. We didn't get the offense or defensive rebound. And that allowed Zach to hit that three. So just the little stuff. I think we tighten that up, then we won't even be discussing how many threes we take.
Totally. Thank you.
Next question is coming from Christos Saltes with Sport DNA.
Hello, CJ. I would like to ask you how big hit for your confidence was the tonight's game, because you started pretty well and the Bulls bounced back. How big hit for your confidence was that result? And also, how big is the motivation to bounce back for the next game?
My confidence is fine. I could have went 0 for 65 tonight, and I would still be sitting here smiling, talking to you, because I work hard and I put a lot of time in. But it's a tough loss. A game we would have liked to win, a game we should have won. Now we got to take advantage of our next opponent, take advantage of being at home, and try to put on a show for all the fans that are coming out of it.
Next question coming from Jason Quick with The Athletic.
CJ, what's your feel for what's going on with you guys right now? I mean, you've been so inconsistent, and then tonight the coach is saying you guys were outworked by the other team, stuff that doesn't really happen around here very often. What's your feel of what's going on?
We just lost a game that we should have won tonight. I think that's the moral of the story. Defensively, we did a good job in the first 2 quarters. The last 2 quarters, we didn't do as good of a job in containing the ball, boxing out, keeping them off the free throw line. I think they got a lot of corner threes in a couple of those quarters. So just kind of sticking to the principles and tightening up. I played as hard as I could tonight personally, but I didn't take care of the ball the way I should have. 5 turnovers cost us in a game that turns out to be 1 or 2 possessions. So I think we just got to tighten up. I'm not going to say we took them for granted, because we were in no position to do that as a 500, now below 500 team. But we didn't play the way we needed to. We weren't efficient with our movements. We weren't efficient with our calls defensively. And I don't really worry about offense. We'll make shots. We'll do the right things there. But we got to be better defensively. And we weren't. The game shouldn't come down to 1 possession when you're up 20.
Can you describe the mood in the locker room afterward?
Disappointed. Yeah. It's a game we should have won, so people aren't excited about that loss, especially being in the Western Conference. We've been down this road before. We know how important each game is, especially when you're playing against a team where you get a 20-point lead. You got to put them away, and we didn't. So credit to them. They played well. They played hard. They made shots when they needed to, and they got stops when they needed to, and we didn't.
But no particular unique dialogue or anything like that?
What is there to say? Yeah. You watched the game just like we did.
Sometimes there's a lot to say.
Not tonight, man. Go watch the film tonight and have me some dinner, pet my dog, and then we'll figure it out tomorrow.
Next question is coming from Jamie Hudson with NBC Sports.
CJ, Coach talked about how both you and Dame really make that effort to get Nurk going early. So how much of that is a focus for you in that 2-man game with Nurk? And then he's had some struggles, obviously, this season. How do you describe his play so far?
Yeah, just being aware of the pocket, trying to get him in positions where he can succeed. He's a great passer. He has a great feel for the game. Trying to get him easy looks, quality looks. I think he turned down a couple mid-range shots early and he took them later. And as far as that goes, we know we can depend on him. We know that, as I've said before, the better he plays, the better we are as a team. So we need him. We need the best version of him, and I think that we're going to get that.
Okay, we'll wrap it there. Thank you, CJ.
Go Browns.
Thanks, CJ.
Of course.